We're the Smiths. I'm Summer.
I'm Brady.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Jason.
And we're here to tell you a story about Lucas and his fight with lymphoma. So Sunday, November 5th, we were at the movies and he was complaining of stomach pains. Came out of nowhere, just doubled over, horrible pains. Fast forward, it went on and off for a couple days. Finally, by Tuesday afternoon, I decided to take him to the doctor to see what was going on. Took him to the little clinic in Kroger. They thought it was appendicitis, which is what we had kind of thought it was going to be. They sent us to urgent care. Urgent care sent us to St. Elizabeth for a CT scan. They got the CT scan back, and immediately the doctor from urgent care called us and sent us to Children's. That was a Tuesday night, November 7th. We were there about a week before he was officially diagnosed. They had no idea what was going on with him. They immediately ruled out appendicitis, but thought it was a GI issue, thought it was stomach issues. They did a colonoscopy, they did different tests. Everything came back clean. So about a week later, on November 13th, he was officially diagnosed with lymphoma.
So from there, wow. How does somebody feel about that, especially when it's your child that you've been loving and caring for 11 years? It was, honestly, it was probably the most scariest thing I could have ever thought of in my life. Not just that, but also telling it to our boys that your son has cancer.
We had a little bit of time to process it because we were approached with the C word from the very beginning. The surgeon told us that he thought it was cancer, but he's not an oncologist. He made that very clear. He's a surgeon. So he wanted to rule out everything before he gave us that diagnosis. And so Jason and I had a little bit of time to kind of absorb that, but in the back of our heads, we just thought, not our son. So when they told us that that it was lymphoma, and they showed us the actual pictures, like a printed out picture, words can't describe that feeling. It was just the two of us in this little room with two doctors, and to be told that your child has cancer, so you go through all these emotions, and then you come to terms with it and you become ready to fight it, and then you have to tell them, not only his brother, but him, that he has cancer. That's heartbreaking, is the only word I can think of.
Yeah. So we're in the hospital for a while, and then we finally have to break it to everybody else. And it just, every time we would tell somebody, it just
Kept spreading.
Yeah, our emotions would overflow, especially me. I'm really emotional. Yeah. But so I start reaching out for prayer. Got a few friends I called up right away, and you know who you are, and you wouldn't believe this weight that was just lifted off of my chest. I knew that Lucas was going to be okay. It was just a matter of time now to get through this. So then word starts spreading through church. Other churches, they all started praying for him. Even had people do social media and had like a prayer time at 3 o'clock on a Monday. You didn't have to be there. You just stopped what you were doing and prayed. And it was just amazing. And I know that God healed him a lot quicker than what he would have been healed if we didn't pray. He was supposed to be there till springtime, And if I check today, it's probably about maybe 30 more days till springtime, and here he is. He's out, and got it done really quick. But I really believe in the power of prayer. Just thinking about it now, it gets me all choked up. But he had his good days and his bad days in there. I'm not going to lie, but mostly better days than bad, I would say. He would get a lot of headaches, fevers, real high fevers, and then he would vomit at least once a day while he was on his chemo. And it's not like we got to come home. He did his chemo and came home. No, he had to stay there the whole time. How many days do you think it was he was actually in the hospital?
I don't know. Our first stay was 31 days. Our second was 15. Our third was about 13 or 14. And then our last one was 8. So you'd have to add all those up. But our first
Around
stay.
40. It's
No.
got to be 40s. No? 40 or 50.
64. Something around there.
Regardless, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So, friends just start pouring in on us, talking to us, calling us. They started a meal train for us. We were just getting anything we wanted. Any people brought food, to the hospital. And then her brother started a GoFundMe page, and that just went crazy, off of the hook there. But what else? Then one of his friends, they started these bracelets. A little friend at his school made these bracelets and start selling them to give us money for bills and stuff like that. And then they had a big benefit for us. Just unreal. Everybody stepping up, loving on us, and just really touching the community that came out. Our city of Independence did a lot for us in our neighborhood. First time I pulled down after he's been in the hospital for a while. Sorry. First time I pulled down, everybody had these little ribbons.
You may finish it.
No, hanging on their mailboxes. It said, "God's got this." I mean, everybody in our subdivision, they all got together one night and made all these little ribbons and hung them. And then also, sorry. Then also, a lot of people in the neighborhood changed their light bulbs and put them green because that's the cancer. It's green. So I go down the street and there's whole streets lit up in green. Then somebody put up a green cross, and then that spread. So everybody in the neighborhood started putting up green crosses right around Christmas time. And then after Christmas, everybody took their lights down, but yet the crosses are still up and shining. We just took ours down, I guess, was it last week, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And these are some of these people
We don't
we've
even
never
know.
met. Some of these people, they know him from just running around playing in the neighborhood. We've always had a great neighborhood, but it's top notch now. I mean, the people that reached out to us in the neighborhood, stopping by, they'd see us home, and oh my goodness, how's he doing? And if he's out riding his bike, how are you feeling, Lucas? And it's like he's a celebrity, and you can just feel the love. It's even without the ribbons are down now, but even without the ribbons, we pull in and it's just a great feeling. It's a wonderful feeling.
yeah. You want to say anything?
And before Christmas, our city, what would you call it?
Independence?
Our Independence, they always have like a
Christmas walk.
Christmas
walk,
walk, and
yeah.
like there's like different floats and everything. And a few days before, I told my dad we should make a float for me. They made a float for me. Just over 200 people there for me.
Yeah.
And then we had a sign in our front yard that was on that. Took that down last week. With all that, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
We also had these shirts. Her salon, right? Your salon? Her salon made. They were black. It said "Love for Lucas" on it with arrows going through it for Lucas because he does archery. And people showed up at the what was it, Christmas walk? Yeah, Christmas walk, wearing the shirts, just seeing all kinds of people walking everywhere with the Love for Lucas shirts on and stuff. It's pretty cool.
And even his
Walking around
soccer team,
everywhere.
they didn't have shirts at the time, and I guess his coach
Jerseys.
said, "What's that?"
We didn't have jerseys for soccer.
Yeah. So the coach said, "Well, why don't we do the Love for Lucas shirts?" So now, and they still wear them for a soccer team. Everything keeps still flowing. Our blessings are just it just keeps coming, and there's not one time I threw my hands in the air and said, "God, why'd you do this?" And I mean, I know there's a light that this little kid's shining on everybody, and I've had adults tell me it's brought them closer together, and that one of my neighbors said, I think I'm having a bad day. I'm yelling at the kids, and then I think about the Smith family. Man, what are they going through? And then he's like, I've had people also tell me that they said if I ever get sick or anything like that, I hope my faith is half as good as yours, because what you've been through. But I mean, it just like I said, it just keeps coming, and people's keeps giving and giving to us, and we don't even know a lot of these people.
It showed us that there's still a lot of good in the world, in the communities, and I mean, all we see is the bad. You watch the news, it's bad. I mean, we were shown so much good in people like he said that didn't even know us. Lucas and I were approached at the hospital one day, and a lady came up to me and said, "Is that Lucas?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "You don't know me, but I live in your community, and I'm praying for him, and I'm following your story, and I just wanted to say hi." Like, we just sat there like, "Thank you," and it warms your heart to see the good, to see the selflessness in people and the outpour and the support. It's an overwhelming feeling, and we hope that we can pay it forward, because our journey isn't done. We're not done with any of the organizations that have helped us. His journey is done with cancer. He fought cancer, but we're not done. We're not done.
Yeah. Summer's speaking for Dragonfly next week.
Wednesday.
They really helped us out. We did our first magic show a few weeks ago for cancer-free kids, which was over at Xavier University. Probably about, I think they said between 1,300 and 1,400 children were there, high school kids walking for pediatric cancer. And I mean, that warms your heart that kids think like that nowadays. It's just, everybody just keeps, it's like a big rotating circle. You help somebody out, and eventually they'll come and help you out. And I was always on the end where I'm always trying to help people out. Now, just tons of people pull together and help us out, and I can't thank everybody enough for what all they've done for us and our family, and hopefully it's taught you a little something, I guess, out of all this. But I've really learned to slow down in life and look back and look around and see what all I have, and be more appreciative of things. And I don't know, just learn to take our time and count each day as a blessing.
Absolutely.
to us.
That's about it. Yeah.
I mean, there's just all kinds of things little people said to me. I had one girl tell me, she said, I quit believing in God. And then after I see your story on what you guys went through, I believe in God again. And right there, I'm sorry, that really hit me. I was like, that's what this is for, I know it sounds crazy to some people, but it just so many different things people say to me, and I jot them down. My memory's really bad anyway. But something like that, I'm going to remember forever. That girl saying that to me. But I just want to say thank you, everybody, for praying for us and being there for us. We had somebody put our Christmas lights up. You know, we come home and there's our Christmas lights are up, our trees up.
My friends wrapped all of our Christmas presents.
It just.
We had our
little-
entire family come to the hospital for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We had 26 people in the cafeteria. Every one of us was wearing a Love for Lucas shirt. They all came for Thanksgiving dinner at the children's cafeteria.
Yeah. But I mean,
Forgot
it's
about
just
that.
living proof right here. Both of these guys love them so much, and if you don't believe in the power of prayer, get a hold of me and I'll talk to you. Because I mean, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. Luckily, we caught it early, and Children's Hospital. I just
Amazing.
a bunch of angels over there. And one of the surgeons told me, I remember right at the beginning, he said it's going to be all right. It's in God's hands. Now, for surgeons to say that to you, not knowing if you're religious or not, and right there, I was like, man, this is a really nice place. You remember him telling us that?
Dr. Helmerath.
Yeah. But it's been a journey. It's been, I guess, over 3 months now, right?
He was in the hospital for 3 months.
Yeah. But
Off
now
and
it's
on.
over. You're like, wow, that was pretty quick, really. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it could. We met a lot of families in there. They're still in there. You know, so just whenever somebody needs prayer, make sure you take time out for them and pray for them. Get a hold of me, and I'll pray for you too. So that's about all I have to say. If anybody wants to say anything else,
I don't have anything.
Summed it up.
That's
Yeah.
it.